It's going to be a tight race for quite a few, I think. The referendum, people for it and people against it, but we'll have to wait and see.
Is there anything that you feel particularly strongly about this year?
I like the idea of helping the fire department and the EMTs, or police department, fire department.
Sure. So obviously you vote.
Yes.
Why do you think people should vote?
I voted. But everybody complains about the government all the time, but if they don't vote, it's their own fault. They can't complain.
Sure. And so what are the races that were the most important to you this year?
I think the governor and the Senate were my two biggest ones.
Sure.
And then for Chippewa County, the sheriff.
It's just important to our family, to my family with children, to get out and vote and make sure that they're taken care of for the future.
Were there certain races that you're watching closely this year?
Yeah, definitely governor, and I think there's a lot of very important races this election, so definitely keeping my eye on the polls tonight.
Yeah. Do you have a message for people that don't vote?
I don't understand why you wouldn't. It's just going to help the future, so get out there, vote, and if you don't, I don't have much of an opinion.
It's important that our voices be heard in Madison, and it's important that we have multiple candidates representing multiple views running in every election, so that we don't end up with one party rule.
So other than the race that you're running in, what are the other ones that you're watching?
I'm watching all of them, really. I'm watching governor, I'm watching attorney general, I'm watching the congressional race, the U.S. House of Representatives, I'm watching the state Senate and the U.S. Senate.
Is there anything locally that you think it might make or break the county or the city?
Anything locally that might make or break the county? Well, it all really depends on the top of the ticket, because the top of the ticket, some pretty extreme things have been going on, and so depending on what happens, it's not just what happens here in Chippewa County, it's what happens all over the state. Because of the way the lines are drawn, we have a lot of power concentrated in fewer voters than it's supposed to be. So I don't think the county will be made or broken based on votes at the lower level, but rather at the higher level, the attorney general, the governor, and Congress.
You can't. You have to vote because it's your say, and if you don't vote, then you don't make change.
Right. Were there any races particularly or referendums that you're watching this time around?
Definitely governor, the U.S. Senate, and I think it's important that our police and our fire and our EMS make wages that are comparable to local areas.